is you have to leave sin and embrace suffering. You're not ready for a call of God if you don't develop a huge threshold for pain. I know many of us come to Jesus to alleviate suffering, but Jesus and the call of God has an element of suffering that many times we don't tell you about. The Bible does not say that Moses forsook pleasures of sin and embraced an abundant life. He embraced a life of suffering. We have taught our people more on how to enjoy life than how to endure life. We have raised snowflakes, spineless Christians who melt when hardships come, who melt when they get offended, who melt when their pride get injured, who melt when somebody doesn't give them their parking space, who melt when they have to wait for 4 hours in the line and not get in the service. Why? Because we have a generation that has been massaged in their ego. Instead of being like Moses, who the Bible says he embraced suffering with God's people. Living a Christian life is not being on a vacation. It's more like being on a Normandy beach. It's a life of the cross, not a life of a Pepsi Cola. Many of us cannot enter the call of God because we're too soft. We are scared of pain. We are scared of suffering. We are scared of persecution. We are scared of losing our status. We are scared of being canceled. We are scared of being demonetized. We are scared of being deplatformed. We are scared of getting fired. We are scared of being broken up. That boyfriend leaving you. I want to tell you, you will never walk in the call of God until you have a big threshold for suffering. Because once God sets you on fire, listen, things begin to fall into place. And no, you're not gonna be like me. You're not gonna be like him. You're gonna be like you, that God created you to be. The world does not need another Vlad. The world needs another you. But the real you is trapped inside, because until you meet the fire, your calling won't start working. You don't need a Facebook page to get your calling going. You need a fuego, a fire. Every breaker under the sound of my voice, you need a fire.